We're going to talk about the Cricket Keeper. So scan around, we have 3 of them. You want to show those? So we have a small, medium, and large. The small one can handle up to 500 large crickets. The medium can do 1,000. The large can do 2,000. But it's always, if you have the room, better to get the bigger one you can, whatever you can afford. The bigger is better because crickets, like anything else, require space. The reason why we came up with this setup right here is a lot of people are buying 1,000 crickets, bring it at home, and they all die. So we want people to buy 1,000 crickets, bring them home, and they live for the rest of their life. And they'll do that in here. So if you could bring the camera a little bit here, you'll see inside. Now there's 2 here, but see how we have it sanded? So this allows them to go up but not out. That gives them more area. And then we have ventilation on there. And over here, we have ventilation as well. So this is essentially a smaller version of the brooders that we use to grow millions of crickets every week. These are what's called a divider, and this is where the crickets are actually going to spend most of their time. So we have dividers in our cricket bins, which are much bigger than this, but the way it's going to work, you put a divider in there, and we have another divider. Oops. Okay, so we have 2 dividers, and this is where they spend most of their time. Now, when you get home, you're going to just get a piece of cardboard, but you will put the food and the water on top of the cardboard. However, before you get started, this is the odor control, and put about 1/4 of this on the bottom. So this is a high-grade vermiculite. It'll absorb any of the waste and all of the smells and anything that does die inside there. So that's where you start your vermiculite. So the cricket food is, always put it over here. I just get a little clump and I'll put it on top. This is going to be a piece of cardboard. But the reason why you want the food on top and in small amounts is that the crickets are going to crawl up, they're going to eat, but as they're eating, they poop. It's sort of the same with a mouse or a rat, anything like that. So if you just put the food in the bottom, then they're going to poop in their food, and eventually that's going to, the flies will get in, and they like all that stuff, and it's unsanitary. But we find that if you put the food on top a little bit, let them poop, they'll kick it off, they'll go into the vermiculite, and you have a cleaner cage. So that's your food right there. So you also get 2 other things. So one is the cricket water. Now this, if you see, there's no water, but this is a gel in here. So this makes 2 gallons of that, like Jello stuff. The way you do it is just get like any cup, fill it with water, and then take a bit of this out with your fingers and sprinkle it in. Wait about 20 minutes, and then get any cap, and then put, say, the gel on the top here. All right, so you have your food, your water, and a cap. So wait about 20 minutes. Now, finally you get some calcium. What's important with the calcium is do not feed the crickets calcium. The reason is because they have an exoskeleton, and if they eat calcium right away, they're only going to live for about 3 days. It makes their exoskeleton hard, and they can't molt it off. So you want to coat your crickets with calcium. What a lot of people will do is they'll get a paper towel holder, they'll put it in their cage, and then they'll sprinkle some calcium inside the paper towel holder, shake it up, and then present it to their animal. So that's how it all works. What are your questions?
No questions.
I don't believe it.
I have no questions.
How about our videographer? What questions have you got?
I have no questions.
No questions? Okay, we did a good job. So thanks a lot. If you have any questions, do call us.